Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode on the podcasts. I am joined by JP only today, and uh, I am joined. Wait, is it you are joined? Yeah, you are joined by me, and I'm joined by you. Um, and today's
Oh my
topic
god.
will basically be dreams and like dreams we have had or dreams we have heard of or something like that in general.
Okay. Okay. How about you start off with a dream?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with something that I've had like over the years happen to me, and it's not just normal dream; it's lucid dreaming. Um,
Hmm.
and something that's like it's common, but not that common. Um, it's something that started off when I was like younger. I was like maybe 11 or like 10. I had a dream that I was like at a zoo, but it was like crocodiles and reptiles and everything. And there was like a little bridge that you walk over like the crocodiles and everything that then they're under you and everything. And one of the people that worked there, they got bit one day by the crocodiles, and like this isn't the dream like dream, but this is like the post to the dream why like I actually like got the dream. Like the guy was bit by the crocodiles by one of the crocodiles on his ankle, and he showed us all the crocodiles, let us feed them and everything. And like my dream, what I had is like I'm stuck with like friends in like a whole crocodile like point. Like there's crocodiles everywhere, and I'm on this side of the fucking thing, and I need to get to that side, and there's just fucking crocodiles everywhere, and I needed to like jump on crocodiles and shit. And I don't know. I think the most tries I've taken before like getting out of the dream. Now, when I mean like getting out, I mean like actually finishing to get to the fucking other side. Um, was like
Yeah.
6 times I fucking died. Um, and it's not like I die and wake up. It's like I die and re fucking spawn. So it's like keep on respawning, and I like had to jump on crocodiles, and if I misstepped, the fucking crocodile bit me and I died. So it's not like immediate. It's like immediate death as soon as it fucking bites me. Um, yeah. So I think that's like it's not like one of the. It's not a bad dream, but like I've mastered the skill of actually like fucking doing it after a while. I think like the third or fourth time I experienced the dream, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm in this dream again. So I'll fucking handle it better this time. And I actually like stand there and like watch the crocodiles, and I'll be like, okay, I need to go this one, that one, then this one, and then that one, so I have the best chance of not getting bites and respawning like a fucking idiot, and just like getting actually through the fucking dream and getting out of it. Because with me in the lucid dreams,
Jesus.
um, if I get the dream and I manage to wake up, if I go back to sleep, I'm gonna fall into that fucking same dream again. Like I can't go back to sleep for the rest of the fucking day. So if I get that dream like at fucking 2 in the morning and I get out of it, I need to stay awake till the fucking till night. So till 8 o'clock or
Jesus.
like 10 o'clock that night again. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I will keep on fucking repeating it. And that ain't fun at all. Like,
I don't think so. I would have imagined.
yeah.
No, it's really shit. Like the worst dream I've ever had, maybe. No, not the worst dream, but like favorite dream of mine was I wouldn't say that long ago, maybe 2 years ago, 2 3 years ago, and I had to, or I was getting really rich on YouTube. Like I maybe 10, 20 million subscribers. I had a lot of money in my bank account, and there was this one guy in my previous school that was when I think it was 3 years ago. You probably wouldn't remember him, Fredwin.
Mm. Yes.
He basically he was I owned a tower and like like the top of the tower, like the CEO of that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain. Like it's a really tall tower, and then there's an office at the top, and
Yes.
that office was mine. And he was for some reason in my dream in that office, and he kept on. I kept on telling him how much money I had. I kept on saying 965,000 rand, which is our currency.
Yeah.
I kept on saying that number to him, and he didn't believe me. And I even literally showed him my phone so that he believes me, but he still didn't. And eventually, I ended up getting pissed at him. I kicked him out of the building. I went down, got into one of my cars, and I just drove away. And that was the weirdest dream. But I kept on having after that dream. I think that was maybe the first dream. After that, I kept on having dreams of becoming rich on YouTube, which was a really weird thing. And I don't know. It's just something I thought it was interesting because who knows? Maybe it might happen. I wouldn't say necessarily rich, but getting successful on YouTube, like getting a couple million subscribers and changing people's lives. That's what I always thought was gonna happen, but I don't know. It's just something I found really fascinating that happened to me. And yeah, that's all that I can say about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, have you ever had like a dream where you dreamt about something and it happened like a couple months later?
I have actually, yes. I'm trying to remember what happened, but it has happened, and the thing is, just to comprehend it, um, if ju- if you die like in a dream, the reason why you like wake up before you hit something is because your brain can't comprehend why you die, or how it feels to die. So if your brain can't comprehend it or make sense of it, it stops. And the reason why I say
Wow.
I've had actually a dream um, that actually like happened just like a few weeks later is because actually I had a dream where I was like at a flea market, and we were doing shirts, like walking through stuff and buying stuff, and I went into played, one of those rabbit plastic ball things which you walk on water with and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually um played in one in the dream, and it was fun and everything. But in the dream, I was like really young and everything. Um, and I was now obviously not really that young in real life, but
Yeah.
just I think it was like a few weeks later we went to the flea market. Um, Everything went exactly the same. Um, and I kept on having a weird feeling like deja vu, like 24/7 when I was there, and it really felt weird. And it was a new flea market we went to, so it's not like I've been there before, and
Yeah.
that's why I kept on like having deja vu, because that means you have been here before. And um, I kept on feeling like, why does it feel like I've
Yeah.
bought
That's
this
weird.
thing before? It feels like so weird. Um,
Yeah.
and in the dream, while I was like in the ball, I fell down and I looked into the water. Now, it's like a built-in pool thing, so it's not like it's
Yeah.
like just a blow-up pool that's there and stuff. And there was like a crab, like a literal fucking crab in the water. And I was like, I asked my mother, okay, can I just get a run in the thing because I've never been in one before? And she says, okay, yeah, fine, just a little bit. And I get into the thing and I do my thing, and everything's just like fucking deja vu 24 fucking 7. And I fall down
It's really weird.
and I look down into the fucking water, and on exactly the same spot, exactly the same fucking thing, there's a fucking crab. And I look like,
It's just
what
fucking weird.
the fuck? And I'm like, I had this in a dream. Like, this exact same thing happened to me in a dream. Then I was like, that's why nothing's making sense, because I dreamt about this. And normal dreams, your brain doesn't comprehend you to remember. It's like as soon as you wake up, you start to forget everything that happened in a dream. Like I cannot
Yeah.
remember like a normal dream. I can only remember my lucid dreams. And like as soon as I went immediately and started to get out, because after that in the dream I couldn't remember what happened. So I
Yeah.
went immediately to the side. I called one of the people to get me out. They got me out. I got out, and I told them there's a crab in the fucking water, and they said there can't be a crab in the water. That's impossible. There's like nowhere near where crabs can come from. And I told them there's a crab in the water. They went and looked and they took out the crab. And I was like, how? Like that's like that's basically like fucking impossible to actually happen. But yeah.
It happened. No, that's just fucking weird. Like deja vu. How I think it works. Maybe this is just my seeing of
Mm.
this. Like there's two. I wouldn't say two universes. This is just how I don't believe in this, but I just like had a thought of how what could happen if this was real. This we're in a world right now, and like we're in this really okay. This is our world right now. You're actually here, and whenever you go to sleep or dream, you're in a different one, but you cannot remember anything that happened in this one, and it's the vice versa. Like you can't like if you're in this one, you can't remember anything that happened in the other world. Like that's how I think it works. I don't know. I don't believe in it, but that's how I think that might be one of the ways how dreaming works or whatever. So that's what I think. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but like I think that will be really cool if that's actually true. Like this is maybe the world where you suffer, and then in the other one, it's like you have you're like one of the richest people ever. You have so much money. You have all the stuff you've ever wanted, and then once you come back to this one, you forget about everything that happened.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we might get deja vu, or we are getting deja vu because something maybe happened in that world, or like whatever. And then yeah, like the other day I was walking to school with one of my friends. I was walking to a bench, like you know the other
Mm.
JP.
Yeah.
We were walking to a bench we always sit at break, and both of us literally just stopped. I looked at him and he was like, and I asked him what's wrong, and he said he just had deja vu, and I literally also had deja vu. So it was really, really weird to to feel that because we both had it at the same time. So maybe we there is another world and we all get connected in that same world. I don't know. I know it
Yeah.
sounds stupid, but I don't know.
No, no,
It may be true.
actually not. Um, this is gonna go a little bit off topic, but since you're like mentioning like different worlds and stuff like
Yeah.
that, it brought back like Rick and Morty stuff, but something that actually happened, and if you get really paranoid, like don't listen to this or what. That only like
Yeah.
this part, the rest of the podcast maybe. Um, Stephen Hawking said there's like a thing, like a particle or something, in space or something. Well, it was on Earth. What he said, if you find it, it will be the end of the world. And this happened in 2012. So it's a few years back, obviously,
Yeah. 8 years, I
but
think, around there.
yeah. And he said if you find it, it will be the end of the world. And he's dead at the moment, so it doesn't really help.
At the moment.
And when they found the thing, it made a black hole. And
Jesus.
after that, they don't know what happened or anything at all. Um, and they are conspiracying that the Earth maybe was pulled like into a different dimension, and everything in this dimension is like bad. Like it just goes to worse and worse and worse. And
Jesus.
that's like actually like fucking weird, like totally fucking weird. But to
Yeah.
think about it and to be like, okay, there must be something like fucking out there because it's like this fucking whole universe. Um,
Yeah.
and to actually think about it, it's basically like a fucking dream because if you're like in space and you're just having like a blank dream, like a lucid dream, and it's just blackness. Like for us, it's like okay, we can see out there, we can look at the stars and shit. But if you don't look at the stars, it's just like basically a black void in a fucking dream thing.
Yeah.
And to think about it, if you're like on a other planet, like a planet out of the multiverse and shit, and you're just looking out from your planet, it's also just a fucking black void that's like fucking there. So it's actually fucking weird. But the possibility of like TV shows and stuff being correct has proven itself like multiple times. So
Yeah,
um,
it's really fucking weird.
it's
It's like
it
we create our own like future. We create our own fate.
yeah, it's
All
like
the TV
people,
shows do. That's weird.
yeah, people are like telling us, listen, this is going to happen. It's that like they're fucking predicting this shit. Like the Simpsons, they have predicted like a lot of fucking shit. And just to like spill something that's happening at this moment in the world that's just been discovered, there are killer hornets, like fucking killer hornets, that have been found in America. They killed in an
Jesus.
hour. They killed 1,000 bees, 1,000 fucking bees. Killer hornets killed, and these hornets are 2 inches big, so it's basically double your fucking middle finger big, and they are
Two
poison.
inch.
They they
Yeah.
they're poisonous enough to kill a human. And
No, I think they're as long as your. They're a little bit. Yeah, they're shorter than your middle finger. I think maybe half
no,
if it's
actually,
2 inches.
yeah, I think it's about 2 inches. They said they are. Um,
Yeah, then it's fucking half your finger. That's fucking scary.
yeah, no, but actually the photo shows it's actually a really fucking big thing. Um,
Then either the photo is wrong or they are wrong because 2 inches isn't that big. Like my ruler is 12 inches and it's a 30 centimeter ruler, so 12 inches is not that much. 2 inches is not that much.
I'm not sure.
No, it's fine. Just forget about it. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah. And anyway, they estimated that the killer hornet can punch through a beekeeper's suit even. Um,
Jesus, that's fucking scary.
that's how fucking strong they are, and for me to like think like it's exactly like your dreams. It's like you can't comprehend like something like this would happen like in a dream even like it's like you falling to your death in a dream. Like you're not gonna comprehend like you're gonna die, but it's feeling like you're gonna hit that. Like let's say you're falling off a cliff or something. It's like it's gonna fucking feel
Yeah,
like that thing's gonna like poach you and like fucking stick into you and kill you. But
yeah,
in the meantime, you can't actually like comprehend. Okay, like that's gonna fucking happen until it actually happens, and then you're like, fuck, what am I supposed to do now? Um,
dreams are really fucking weird if you think about it.
yeah. And
Like, I mean, I have had multiple dreams of this in the past where it actually happened in real life.
yeah, and it's actually fucking weird because if a dream can like become real, like, isn't a dream like every dream you get like a warning to say, oh, this could possibly happen in the future? Like, because I've had multiple dreams where I just randomly fucking fall off a cliff, and one of them actually a really iconic scene from what's it, that fucking vampire and werewolf movie, Twilight. Twilight.
Oh my fuck, I hate that movie.
Yeah. It's one of the iconic scenes where Bella falls off of the cliff and tries to kill herself or something like that. I couldn't remember, or jumps into the sea from it. And like that's like I've gotten that like on repeat before.
Fucking Twilight fans are gonna be so goddamn mad. Are gonna be so mad.
That's that's their fucking problem. But like
In
it,
my opinion, it's a shit movie. But yeah,
yeah,
continue.
it's like your brain can't comprehend. Like, okay, I'm fucking falling to my death right now, but it doesn't really matter, or it matters. It's like you can't like find out like, am I gonna die now, or am I gonna live now? Like, what's actually gonna fucking happen? And
Yeah.
I would actually like love to know, like just once in my life, like I want to know what it feels like to die, but also not. Like, sure, there's been a lot of people that have been like brought back from death, like after they die, because they estimate most if you more than 10 minutes out, you're dead. So,
Yeah.
and it's actually like really fucking weird. Because people have come back from that and they say it's like a white light coming towards you, and that's weird because if you have something like that in a dream, you're like, what the fuck is this light? Why is it coming to me? Why? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And everyone's asking questions and questions and questions, but we don't have all the answers to it. And that's like also something I really want to do one day. Is like I want to have a scientist. I want to have one scientist for the whole fucking day, and I just want to ask him questions, just question after
Yeah.
question, just to like try and get answers, because obviously there's things they won't be able to answer, and especially if you like ask a biological scientist about your dreams and everything, they're gonna try and give you like an explanation to a possible reason, but they will never be able to give you a definite reason, I think. Because it's obviously
Yeah.
gonna differ from person to person with dreams, because I'm sure like if I dream and you dream, it's not necessarily gonna be the same.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. 'Cause I was just thinking about what you said, and fuck, I forgot what I wanted to say. It's about someone. Um, I can't remember what I was gonna say. It's about I want to talk to someone for a day. Oh yeah, I want to talk to somebody. You know how some people have died and then, as you said, came back to life again, like
Yeah,
the close to impossible
yeah, like the
event.
unknown.
Yeah, I want to sit down and talk with them and ask them how it feels or what happens. Did you see another world or what happens? That's all I want to know. I just want to sit down and talk with them and ask them how it felt and what happened. So, but I guess we can't do that since we aren't since we don't have the fucking money to go to USA or wherever those people are.
Yeah,
But I mean, it would be really cool to do that because I would just I don't know. It's just I have talked to a priest before, one of our local priests. Um, and I asked him because they always have like these weird explanations.
explanations.
Yeah, they always have these weird explanations for dreams we have. Um, but I don't know. It's just I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's weird to hear all the other people's like what they think my dream could mean. I mean, if you Google like dream find like identify my dream or some shit like that, I bet you there might be like a website where it tells you what your dream means or something. But I
yeah,
mean, but I want like the real explanation because I had a lot of weird dreams when I was younger and also recently, and I want to know what these dreams mean because I mean everybody gets curious, and maybe it means something big, maybe it means not. And
yeah.
speaking of dreams, Cappy is online now. He just sent me a message, but I told him,
Yeah, we're we're like actually almost done anyway. Um,
"What's the time? How long have we been recording?"
23.
If you want to, I can tell him to join in progress.
Yeah, maybe we can maybe like length it with another 10 minutes just to maybe get his opinion.
I don't mind. Yeah. So you can continue talking to the people. Let me just send them a message.
Okay, yeah. Something like something I also like thought now about when you said like being curious and wanting to know what the dreams mean is something that I take back, like when you're like when you like start off with a baby, when you're like a baby and you start growing up and everything, is like not everyone's able to remember like what happened to them as a baby or what they did, or
I can sort of remember, like some stuff I can remember.
yeah, I can remember because of like I have a cut on my forehead when I was 3. Like I remember that what happened because it was like an incident to me. Like how I broke my arm as well. Like that I was also really young. I remember that, but otherwise I don't really remember like anything actually. Except like when I did like like bad shit, or like fucking fucked with my grandma around and gave her grey hair and everything. Otherwise, I can't really actually remember a lot. Um, and sure, your parents are there like to get to like ask them what you actually did, but for you, it's not gonna make sense because you're older and you're gonna
Yeah.
be like, but I wouldn't actually do that. But if you go and look at a baby now, like if you had to watch like a child like now, well, that's how I experienced it. Was with one of my aunts. Her child, she only got last year. She's like I think she's 3 now. And she she started walking and everything, and as you see, like they pull stuff out of the cupboards and all of those types of stuff, then you're like, I actually did this at a babe, like at that stage, but like I can't remember why I would do it and everything. And it's like it's like you don't have like a memory, like you can't like your brain
Yeah.
is not functioned enough to like memory to like how can I say it, like to capture all of that until now. And I suppose it's weird, but you can maybe like teach a person to do it, because I remember like really like last year, um I was by my aunt, and her child was she literally like just took a phone. My aunt unlocked the phone, and she already knew how to like swipe around, click on stuff and everything
Wow.
without like seeing anybody else do it or anything. And like that makes me curious. Were Was I like able to do that? Was anybody else able to do that? Um, it's like really weird stuff. And something is like if you were able to ask like a scientist that, like my question would be like, will he be able to answer that? Or is he just gonna say it's evolution? Like you learned it while your mother was doing it, while you were in her womb, you were able to see like what
Yeah.
she was doing and stuff like that. And that's a typical answer I get. Like, but that doesn't make sense to me. It's like you're still developing, so and they your eyes are closed while you're like actually so, and that doesn't really make sense like to me. And you start to learn everything how you go and you see everybody else do it, but to know how to do something without seeing anybody else do it, like how did you get that information? Like it's like
Yeah.
physically
It's
impossible.
weird to think about it.
Yeah, it's basically like taking a 5-year old that already knows everything that a doctor knows, and the doctor has a degree, and let's say has like 6 degrees in like biology and all of those stuff, and the 5-year old already knows everything. He has not studied like a second in his life or anything like that. Like it's weird to comprehend
Yeah.
and to think about.
Yeah,
So
it's really fucking weird. Like, I don't know.
is Cappy gonna join us?
I asked him. He said it's okay, just continue. And I said, okay, Daniel wants you to join. He wants your opinions on stuff, but it's all up to you. So let's just wait to see his reply, or just wait to hear the dinner. Or
Um, well, while we're waiting, there's like 2 minutes left. Um,
okay. So let's talk for these 2 minutes and hope he joins. If he doesn't, we will just end the episode because we don't want to make the episode too long.
yeah,
Otherwise, I don't know. We just don't want to make it that long because then people might get bored halfway through or whatever.
yeah,
But yeah. So the topic was dreams. We did get a little bit of off topic at the end, but it's fine. It was really interesting to hear Daniel's opinion and what he thinks about this stuff and whatever. But
yeah.
I don't know. Um,
It's
yeah.
it,
Have
it
you heard any news about the schools and shit? Sorry.
about the schools. Not as far as I know. On the whole case or anything, but well, as far as it goes, the teachers don't necessarily even want to go back because they pushed the days even more further back of what they have to go back, and apparently they're struggling, and they maybe even gonna open the schools only in September, um,
Well,
and they're gonna make the kids work through. all the school holidays till the 15th of December. And
Yeah.
well, the parents are saying they're not going to send their children back to school. So um,
Yeah.
I don't think anything will open because the death count is rising and everything. So
Yeah.
people,
The
please
cases
stay
are
at
getting really
home.
high, right?
Everyone stay at
Yeah.
home. It is a real
Especially
serious case. I know everyone wants to protest, and it's like it's your right to
the
go
fucking
out,
Brand buildings down.
and it's your life, and you want to do what you want to do. But this is a serious fucking thing, and I know you don't have it, but if you get it and you pull it over to someone fucking else, it's deadly.
I'm
It
gonna
will.
just make it worse for you and the other
Yeah,
people.
you're just gonna fucking push it higher, and you're pushing your government to make harsh decisions for everyone else, and
Yeah.
you're making it difficult, and nobody wants to make it difficult. That's not just how it works. But I suppose we can end it here actually. So
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any ideas on what the next topic should be, or if you by any chance want to join, maybe, our Discord link is in the description. Just join our Discord. Send a message to @admins and then ask one of them, or maybe @extra gravity because that's my Discord name, or @Deiniol, and you can ask one of us if you can join, or maybe just put it in the comment section. It's all up to you. But yeah, thank you so much
yeah,
for watching. Or
yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and remember we're always in Discord. So if you guys want to see or send us a message, we will get notified if something new comes in. And
you
I hope you,
might get a little bit of like a teaser.
yeah. Um, so hope you guys enjoy the episode, the podcast, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Cheers.